Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zylus, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
Howdy do, good people. What's up? Welcome to Weird Wednesday.
You weirdos.
Yeah, weirdos.
You weirdos.
What's up, Jamie?
Not too much, except being just dumbfounded by the fact that Nikki Six fakes his bass playing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I'm still trying to digest. And then what I just saw out of Vince Neil is, I'm still trying to process all that.
Yeah.
Hiya!
Big star.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Yeah, some bands, when they retired the first time, they should have stayed retired. Yeah, but hey, I guess they're still selling tickets at $2,000 a piece.
Get
What?
paid.
Somebody's making money. So how's everybody doing?
With you.
What's up with me?
What's up with you over there in Florida?
Yeah, been feeling a bit sluggish today. Kiss, yeah, that's another band that maybe they should. They're not going to retire though.
Never.
Kiss has now turned into like the Blue Man Group. They just have people playing the part and still being Kiss, like a Vegas show that's not really them.
It's taken on its own life.
Yeah. Yes, it is winter solstice. Why does my freaking dictionary keep popping up on everything I click on? Makes no daggum sense.
Poor love bug gurgling back there.
What's that?
If you hear that noise, that's love gurgling back there.
Uh-huh.
He's giving himself a bath, and then it makes him salivate more, and it makes that gurgle happen worse. Is everybody getting ready for the holidays, whichever ones celebrate the seasons, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa?
The what's the space? The oh man, what are they called? Door to door, knock on your door.
Mormons.
No, you have a moment to talk about the Lord.
Mormons.
No, it wasn't Mormons. It's the other one.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yes. Same guy keeps coming back.
Jehovah's Witness.
I talked to him one time, and I had legit questions. I had a little conversation with him because I was interested, But now he just won't stop coming.
Oh, I have a sign on my door.
I have a friend. I'm going to go talk to my friend again. He's been here like 6 times, and I haven't answered the door. You think he would get a clue, but nope. He's like, do, cable guy. Hey, buddy. Hey, you want to come on hang out? Hey, are you busy? Hey, you want to have a chat?
I just put up a sign on the thing. I printed it on the computer. It said no solicitors, no Jehovah's Witnesses, no Mormons, no door-to-door salesmen. Basically, unless you're invited here and I know that you're coming or have an appointment, I'm not answering the door.
Yep.
And I had it in one of those sheet protectors and had it over the doorbell. My mom was mortified. I see nothing wrong with it. You're just going to approach somebody's house. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to answer the door. I am under no obligation because you ring my bell to have to get up and go answer the door.
Yeah, it was funny because, I got the security camera doorbell thing, and I'm looking on my phone, and I'm like, oh, hell no. And he's like looking right in the camera. Knew I was watching him. I still ain't going to answer the door. Yeah, out of my old house, that's what I would do was I'd see him coming down the driveway because we lived out in the country and had this long driveway. And I'd see the 2 guys, in the little shirts with the ties, riding bikes. I'm like, here come the damn Mormons again. Here they come down the driveway. I went and answered the door one time, and I was feeding my snakes, and I had a big, huge, like cookie sheet full of dead rats.
Oh no!
Answered the door holding that. I'm like, how y'all doing? And the other time I went and grabbed the biggest boa that I had, threw it around my neck, answered the door. She's all, they quit coming to my house.
It's like I have nothing against it, but with anybody, like selling shit at my door or anything, like if I wanted it, I would be going out and seeking it. Like just because you show up on my doorstep, it's not going to be the first time I've ever heard of any of this. So you're not going to like give me this epiphany that's going to change my mind about anything. So before I waste any of our time, just know I'm not going to engage.
Yep.
I'm not going to buy it.
I know. The more you try to advertise.
Well, I don't need my trees trimmed. You can leave a flyer.
Yep. It's better than when I was a kid. Answering the door with snakes or dead rats is better than when I was a kid. We used to shoot bottle rockets and stuff at them.
Yeah.
Here they come. Pop, 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 pop.
Well, you got to learn.
Yep.
You don't want to keep, getting bothered.
Yeah, it's annoying, man. I don't answer my door.
Rude.
Like you say, an appointment. If you want to come by, let me know. Otherwise, I come home, boom, my door gets shut.
Yeah.
Y'all can all piss off.
Like back when I was younger in my 20s and stuff, it was like all open door, even in the country. Like people were just constantly coming up and down and like sleeping on the couch. And like, I did not care about pop-ins, this, and that. But there got to be a point in my life where probably around the time I got married and everything, and got sick of all of a sudden people just showing up, and
Yeah.
the more I didn't have people show up, the more I started to like build my fortress around me. And
Yep.
it's like, screw it. Why do I have to answer the door? I don't have to answer the door. Like, because you're here now, I have to go do something. Like, shit.
Yeah. I had a friend that I worked with, and she made all kinds of masks and all kinds of crazy stuff. And she lived over by a graveyard, but on her front porch, she had all kinds of skulls on sticks and stuff. Oh man, it was funny.
We had Bob, the punching dummy, stand by the front window, and we would like dress him in different menacing things, having it look like he was standing in the window looking out, holding certain silhouettes of things.
Yep.
But that thing would scare the hell out of me a lot. Like, I knew that he was there.
Yeah.
And we had one of those on my cousin's trailer too, like on the porch up the thing. So people came at the door, Anyway, walking past the kitchen, you see that thing in the window. It's like, holy shit. Just Bob.
Yeah, my friend she was a trip. Kind of like me, lives right kind of on the edge of the hood. So all the brothers were like, I ain't going over there to crazy red-headed witch's house. She got all that skulls and shit up on the porch. She put a spell on you. She's like, yeah, I don't even got to lock my door or anything. Nobody comes on my porch. Could leave my bike out overnight and nobody would come steal it.
There has the one the kids talk about.
Yep. There's always
when they drive by on their bikes, they point, they're like,
Ooh, that's the house.
Crazy lady that lives in that house. She eats children.
Yep. Puts them in a big pot. If you go there at midnight, you can hear kids screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we drove around a little bit, looked at some Christmas lights here. The St. Augustine is like one of those places that, we do the Nights of Lights here. I don't know how many years we've been doing it. They do a shitload. I don't know. There's like over 1 million lights in downtown St. Augustine. And, it's cool.
The bridges, right, are all lit up. And
yeah, pretty much everything's lit up. Like, I'll show you a few quick pictures here.
I forgot about that. You drove down the bridge one night and showed me the lights.
Yeah, like all the buildings are lit up downtown.
Wow. I love the lights. Like, I really do love the lights. I'm going to go to Deacon Dave's again this year, where they have like a really nice house display. But I noticed this year, just like the Halloween decorations, more people are putting out Christmas displays. Like the whole neighborhoods are almost like lit up.
Yeah, there's a lot of Christmas lights around.
Were they like that at Halloween this year too? Like more people than ever, like doing Halloween?
Yeah, there was a pretty good amount. I'm going to try to ride my bike down here one night and make a video.
Oh, you should.
But yeah, the park and all down, the whatever it's called down here.
I love it. It is magical. I mean,
but it's a shit show going downtown.
Yeah, I bet.
Traffic is so bad, it's crazy. But if you go at like 2 or 3 in the morning, then that's when to go.
I just like to go out on when I'm on my walks and stuff at night. Everybody's lights and stuff are on. It's like everywhere I look, it's like Christmas stuff, and normally I hate
yeah,
decorations and shit, but It's been like more appropriate lately.
Yeah.
People have been doing things. So it's more exciting when you do see it because people don't just leave it up like all year long. And
Yeah, I have like, I don't know, not in the mood for Christmas this year.
no,
We don't have a single Christmas decoration up. The only Christmas tree that we have is the one little gem tree that I made,
that's cute though.
and that's it. Just
Yeah, I have like no Christmas. The only Christmas is like seeing everybody else's lights and stuff. Like I just
Yeah.
like to see the lights because the lights make me happy. And that's why like that'll be the thing like I do is just go to that Deacon Dave's because you can like walk through. They have a whole walk-through area where
Yeah.
all the windows have little displays and they put so much freaking effort into it. Like so many people participate. It's insane. Like they have all the names on the wall at the end. And there's everything is completely lit up and they've been doing this forever. So it's really cool to just kind of walk through and kind of chill out and have some mocha first to go walk through the lights. But that'll be as much like Christmas as I do.
Yeah.
It just came
Yeah.
too fast. And I'm not in the mood. Just like I wasn't in the mood for Halloween. Like I didn't feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some pretty good Halloween decorations to decorations around here. But yeah, and again, I didn't do any. Halloween's like my favorite holiday, but I didn't do anything. Didn't do a damn thing.
Didn't feel it in my soul.
Yep.
Don't have that spark.
They did. Like when we were kids growing up, you went trick or treat and you just went through the whole neighborhood. You didn't have to worry about being kidnapped and butt raped and being poisoned, having razor blades in your candy and all that like you do nowadays. And so what they do here, they like a lot of churches will have trunk or treat or whatever, or like all of downtown. Well, not all, but anybody that wanted to participate in all the stores downtown in the old town walk-in area were giving away Halloween candy. And I'm like reading on the local, Facebook groups. People are bitching about it, Oh, we got down there and they ran out of candy. They didn't have enough candy and our kids got shafted and blah, 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 blah. And, I see some replies, and one lady's like, we gave away 50 bags of candy. It's not up to just us to like, I mean, 50 bags of candy, that's a lot of freaking candy. That shit's not cheap like it used to be.
I know. Where do you think it comes from?
Yeah.
The candy fairies?
Exactly. Just grows on a tree.
Stick my thumb up my ass and it comes out like candy?
Peter Plum.
Peter Plum.
Yep.
Pinata?
Yeah. They do a good job downtown here. But, I mean, it's every year, so we drove through it the other night, checked it out. It's cool. Like I say, I'm going to try to ride my bike down there at like 2 in the morning or something, 3 in the morning.
See, that's cool. Is that feeling I'm talking about? Like last year, I felt it. That's why I got so excited about going to the lights again last year. Because like last year, I had like a lot more, even though it was after 2020 still, I still had a spark. I saw the spark at Halloween, and I actually had a really good Christmas season. Didn't think I was going to, but I did. I felt like that spark. This year, there's none of it.
Yep. Yeah, because like, I don't know.
It's like a blur of just whatever. And
Yeah,
I hate for it to be like that because I want to appreciate and seize the day and, love every change of the phases and seasons. But lately, I just haven't been giving a shit.
It's just I think time's going faster.
Yeah.
Hey, as a collective, everybody's making time go faster. You know, it's like Halloween, bam, next thing is Thanksgiving. Oh, Christmas is here. And it's like, I'm not even done with Thanksgiving or Halloween yet. And now Christmas is in what, 4 or 5 days?
Or being able to like catch up from the last disaster lately, you know, to like recover and recoup. Like as soon as you get back on your feet again and you're like, okay, for like 20 seconds, boom, there you go again. Like,
Yeah.
so it's been like, at least for me and a lot of people, a lot of having to deal with crap over and over and over. So it's like you can't really enjoy the other stuff because you're so consumed with the bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what my problem is. Not that I don't give a shit, because I really do.
Yeah.
It's just I can't. And then well, I want to.
Yeah.
And I will.
Part of it for me too, I think, is, you know, like losing my mom, and like she was huge into Christmas. So, you know, it kind of just like take a kick in the nuts. Now it's like, why bother?
Like my
She,
dad. It was
she'd
all
be,
about my dad.
yeah, she'd be kicking my ass for not continuing, you know. I mean, this woman had some serious Christmas decorations, like lots and lots. Like I don't even know what to do with
Trailer
them.
loads.
But yeah, that's part of it. Part of my humbug. That's me.
My mom wouldn't even put up her little tree. She only does it because my dad would be like, well, why aren't you doing that? She only does it because of him, or she
Yeah.
wouldn't still put it up.
Yeah.
It's like certain people kind of like make certain holidays what they are. And then when you don't have them anymore, it's like different.
Yeah.
And trying to do your own new normal sometimes doesn't work.
Yeah. I think the earth might be revolving faster now. Something's happening.
I think it is.
You know, something's happening. I don't know that I believe that whole. Well, I was going to say I don't believe the climate change thing. I do believe in it, but not in the text that they are preaching it. I think we've had climate change here for the last, I don't know how many millions of years. You know, it's the cycle of the earth. It gets hotter, gets colder. Sometimes it gets real cold, cold enough to kill all the dinosaurs. I don't know, man. I think the earth kind of takes care of itself. It kind of showed us that when the whole the pandemic shut everything down. It was like all of a sudden, it's like, wow, look at those nice blue skies with no funky ass smog and no bullshit. That's why I said I think we got to have a shutdown like once a year for like a month and a half, 2 months.
Eat out the crap.
Have the clean
Like a
up siesta.
detox.
Yeah.
Like an earth detox. Well, there's Earth Day, you know. Some
Yeah.
people ride their bikes to work that day.
Yeah. Earth Day here is you can go get a free tree, which I've missed the last several times. And because they run out, because people like free trees, you know. Whose fault is that? That's mine for not getting there early. I'm not going to go bid. You guys ran out of trees and I didn't get one.
Where's my tree?
Poor pitiful me. If it was me out down there, we should have got your fat ass up earlier and got down here, bitch. But no, can't say that to people because that might hurt their feelings. Oh, I'm sorry. Get up earlier next year. But yeah, they do that, and that's the day that you can take like all your, like last year we took like, I don't know, 3-4 big huge boxes of junk mail and old receipts and this and that, and they have this giant shredder that you can put it in.
I didn't know anybody did anything like that, like services for Earth Day. Like, like giving out trees or helping any
Yeah,
special services provided on Earth Day, except
yeah.
people doing their part individually too.
I used to run a surf contest on Earth Day, and then I ran a kite festival on Earth Day. That was kind of cool. And I was part of this thing that was like a worldwide kite flying thing on Earth Day. You would fly kites and unite with everyone around the world and blah blah blah. And then they started trying to make money off of it. So
I saw the kite you posted earlier.
oh yeah. Yeah. Fruit trees here. I wanted to put
That would be awesome. I think that's an incredible idea, and I think they should do that also, where they put trees in the neighborhoods, like up and down the street.
Yep.
They should mix fruit trees in it. But then I think about the rotten fruit falling, and like they probably have to have like a truck come sweep it up. But
Yeah. I mean, like when I got my yard here, I wanted certain trees, and they didn't put them in there. They put these shitty trees in here. And why not? Like, yeah, why not? Instead of putting palm trees and palm trees are cool looking, but yeah, here in Florida, this time of year, storm time, all the palm fronds, they die and they fall off, and somebody's got to haul them off. The difference in hauling them off and hauling a few rotten oranges or apples off,
plus, street cleanup comes around once. They would just maybe increase. They have the water sprayer guys that go to, the water trucks that go up and down our streets because they have them manicured with the trees.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, throw some fruit trees out there, and then you could just pick fruit.
Yep. But like Zariana says, what about the poisons they spray? Some dickhead would, go through there and like spray something on the fruit and ruin it for everybody just because,
Or like, well, yeah, you have to wash your fruit, but I guess I could see people screwing with stuff.
Yeah. There you go, Gary. Just plant weed plants everywhere. Weed plants and fruit trees. Lots of banana trees.
So then when you get the munchies, you can eat some apples.
Coconuts, bananas, apples, and weed.
Yeah.
Healthier. My buddy that's a cop. He's like 21 years. I've been a cop. I've never once been to a domestic situation involving people smoking weed. Alcohol on another story every day.
That's why I think that's what we need to get people to get together and stop fighting is music. Because almost any music people will still groove to because it's music. And tacos and some weed.
Yep.
Tacos and weed, and you're listening to music. I'm convinced that is the recipe for world peace.
Atomic bong, exactly.
Yeah, the animals would totally benefit.
Still like that one video. Why do you white people make your edibles so strong? What are you running from?
Yes, that is funny. What are you running from? Like, not strong enough. They put a cap on it here. California, 100 milligrams per bag. It can be. It doesn't matter how many pieces are in it. It can't exceed 100 milligrams a bag for an edible. Because they say in case like a dog or a kid picks it up,
yeah,
it's not as much if they consume it, which I guess does make sense too, but I think there's other reasons.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a taco truck somewhere at
Oh,
Woodstock.
there had to have been a taco truck at Woodstock.
Yeah, or a taco tent or something, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what gets everybody together, sitting on the ground, just munching on tacos, smoking weed.
I made some tacos the other night that were bombastic.
Who doesn't like tacos? And who doesn't want a taco when you hear the word taco?
Yeah.
Who does not get hungry? When you just hear the word taco, you know you get hungry and think, God damn, I wish I had a taco right now. I'm thinking it. Thought, shit, I should have made tacos.
I should have made some damn tacos. I didn't have
Should
a
always
taco.
call them tacos.
I had kind of a sort of a taco, more like a soft taco, a taquerito is what I had for lunch today. It was like a soft taco shell, but I rolled it up like a burrito. Taquerito. Yes, there was some LSD there. Don't eat the brown acid.
Yeah, there's kind of overdose, but the thing of the edibles is you won't die. And I don't want to say you won't. I mean, maybe somebody has somewhere, but you're mostly just going to get sick as hell. You're going to get anxious as hell. And just, it's like almost like a bad trip, and you just feel sick as hell. And then it just wears off, and you think, I'm not going to do that again.
Not going to do that again.
But you won't like die from it. You'll just, and like when dogs and stuff, have got to it, it's like it's messed up looking because they're just sitting there and tripping, and it's like pretty messed up. But they're gonna be okay usually. Not saying let your dogs eat it, but they do have like CBD for dogs,
Yeah.
which I still don't know about giving to like my animals, just because. But it has helped some people's animals.
Yep.
Horses, I started hearing about it first in horses, and I can't remember what it did, not just to calm it down, but it had an actual like benefit.
Yeah, I've given my dog CBD before. Chilled them out a little bit. Taco salads. I used to eat taco salad all the time. Still make them here and there again. Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to do is get really high and go to the grocery store. You'll come home with shit you have no idea. Why do I have 5 bags of potato chips? I don't even eat potato chips. Where do these Twinkies come from?
My cat used to do that, Sherry. I'm like, but she likes it obviously because she comes around right when. Yeah, I learned that too. Like, you never go to the grocery store when you're hungry or when you're stoned.
Yep.
You have buyer's remorse.
Yeah, I went in there the other day to get like a pack of chicken for my dogs, and I'm like, okay, it's probably going to be about $15, and
Oh yeah, arthritis.
checking out, and I'm like, how did one thing of chicken turn into $134? I got pickles, I got all kinds of shit.
That's funny.
I was like, yeah, shouldn't come in the grocery store hungry.
Nope.
The girl that was checking me out was like, yep, and you shouldn't do the old when you go to the grocery store either. Like, yep.
Wait, or what was that? Because you're not going to eat.
Yeah.
Spent $40 on ice cream sandwiches. Yes.
Exactly.
I know I spent. Oh God, this is just so horrible. I can't even say it. But it involves a cream pie of sorts.
Cream pie.
Oh, that's awesome, Janice. Yeah, no kidding. You said you started twitching. I need 35 seconds.
Yeah. We were talking about it the other day. I was out on the disc golf course, and one of my friends, he's older than me, and he got his medical card, and he's like, yeah, I've been experimenting a little bit, with the different weed. And I'm like, dude, I said, go easy at first, because the weed of today, especially the medical weed, is not like the stuff that, when we grew up, you could smoke a whole bag full. A lid, 4-finger lid. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I did. I got some edibles, and yeah, I took one, and then I took another one, and I'm like, oh yeah, been there, done that. And they take a while to hit. Yeah, I was a little paranoid. Yeah. So hey, it's official that the Weird Wednesday stickers have arrived.
Yay! If anybody's been curious about what's up in that corner up there,
Yeah.
corn dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time mid grade now.
Yep.
The other stuff just keeps getting more and more potent. They just keep creating new things, is why.
Yeah.
New super things. Let me see them stickers again. I'm just getting situated. I didn't have my Red Bull tonight, so it's coffee. Those are pretty cool.
Little alien monster carrying the
Those
roof.
came out really good.
Weirdo Wednesday.
Orange County, Sherry.
I thought I had your address, Ariana. You're a Patreon representative, so you will get one. Send me your address.
Did those other ones ever go out?
I'm gonna do everything all at once.
Oh, awesome, awesome. That's what I was hoping. It's cool too because she's going to get one of the little bottles, the evil eye,
Yep.
and one of the protection crosses that she had bought for me was the blue evil eye cross. So the bottle like totally is going to match that cross.
Cool.
Of course, I got my mysterious stuffy nose here.
Stuffy nose. Yeah, if you're a Patreon, shoot me a message with your address, and I will get your stuff out to you. Haven't got anybody's address yet, even though I've asked several times.
Oh, Cereal Con. Good stuff. It's a cool little It's a cool little package.
I thought I had Azariana's address because I sent her a ring, and I have Zach's address. He's a Patreon, but he moved, so
Oh,
got to get a hold of Zach and see if he still gets mail at his one place or if he's like on the road on a train every day now. I don't know.
yeah. Or what address you get packages sent to.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just looking in my postal thing the other day. I have like a, people that I've sent stuff to. I know you got a ring a while back from me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got her address here somewhere, but it's not there for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Zach's been MIA for a while. He's been conducting. Yeah, conducting.
The cross to Wicca. I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm not actually Wiccan, I'm pagan. Are you talking about the protection crosses?
Weird Wednesday wacky edibles. There you go.
Yeah. So here's two people that used to there's these protection crosses that I make. I used to make them for the portals that we use for spirit communication, kind of like portal jewelry, and it's protection where I put the intent into it. You hang it from your portal, or you can do what you want with it. And there's different stones and talismans and things put in to the cross, and then they're blessed, and it's to protect during your spirit communication session, or you can just hang it somewhere, just a blessed cross. And because I have Buddhas and things around, even though I'm pagan, I have I take from different places a little bit of everything, because it's all about intent. So these two, if that's what you're asking, if these two people that you really didn't think were going to meet up, because I don't think they used to really like each other, getting together, they say human population's not nearly enough, and no, they're not supporting depopulation on the earth. I thought, oh, they know, they're going to talk about population control, right? No. They want to put 1 trillion humans into outer space, basically. We need more humans. That's the message from two of the world's richest billionaires, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. Well, the two compete in the space business. Bezos owns Blue Origin and Musk has SpaceX. They agree on certain aspects of humanity's future. I think in a lot of these endeavors, we're very like-minded, Bezos said. I don't really know Elon very well, but he said that he liked the idea of forming a friendship with him. All these evil, brilliant geniuses, getting together is just scary as hell, man.
Yeah.
Asked what he hoped for humanity's future in outer space hundreds or thousands of years from now, he replied, I would love to see, 1 trillion humans living in the solar system. If we had 1 trillion humans, we would have at any given time 1,000 Mozarts. and 1,000 Einsteins. Our solar system would be full of life and intelligence and energy. I hate to break it to you, but besides the intelligence, we're already full of life and energy.
Yeah.
Well, companies like Blue Origin and SpaceX are what companies like Blue Origin and SpaceX are doing, he said, is creating this space infrastructure upon which future generations can build greater things. When I started Amazon, I didn't have to develop a payment system. It already existed. It's called the credit card. I didn't have to develop a transportation system to deliver the packages. It already existed. It was called the Postal Service. And so all this heavy lifting infrastructure was already in place. I could stand on its shoulders. He said he wanted to use his Amazon winnings to build a very heavy infrastructure that will be used by the space entrepreneurs of future generations. When you can have a really valuable space company started in a dorm room, then we know that we built enough infrastructure so that ingenuity, and an imagination can really be unleashed. I find that very exciting. He envisions people living in giant space stations, which have a lot of advantages over planetary surfaces, including the ability to spin them to create normal gravity. He said most people would want to live near Earth and go there for vacation, the same way you might go to Yellowstone National Park. He sees the Earth's environment being preserved by heavy manufacturing moving into space, taking advantage of resources on the moon and the asteroid belt. As for Musk, he's long stressed the need for humanity to become a multi-planet species, and he envisions SpaceX's Starship rockets transporting people between Earth and Mars, where a permanent human presence will be established. We don't want to be one of those single planet species. We don't want to be one of those single planet species. We want to be a multi-planet species, he said in 2021 after SpaceX sent astronauts into orbit on a reused rocket. And you know that they've been sending DNA to space and looking at growing embryos in space for a long time now.
Yep.
He's also warned about an underpopulation crisis here on Earth. In the summer of 22, he said the declining birth rates seen in many nations presented the biggest danger civilization faces by far. A few years earlier, he warned the biggest problem we will face in 20 years is population collapse. This weekend, he sounded similar warnings while attending a political festival in Italy. It's important to have children and create the new generation, he told attendees. As simple as it sounds, if people do not have children, there is no new generations. Earlier this year, and then they talked about the plummeting birth rates in China and everywhere else. But yeah, so between these two guys and their crazy ideas, they've got the money, they've got the resources, they just need to shake the hands.
Yeah.
I mean, the childlike imagination, just look at like their minds are so huge. Like anything is possible to them. Anything is possible. The mind's the limit. And them coming together. But it's not just their world, like their journey. And I mean, whatever they do, they're taking us with them, whether we like it or not. And that's the part that I don't think is cool.
Yeah.
You know, Gates wants to dim the suns. He's got the money. He pays for the freaking materials. Like, dude, but maybe we don't all want to be sprayed by it. Like, just do your spot.
Exactly. That's my issue. Is just because, you know, they got the money doesn't mean they, you know, should have control over everyone. I mean, when you're, you know, talking about dimming the sun, that's not just, you know, going to help your backyard. That affects the entire world. People shouldn't play God.
Nope.
Bad things are going to happen. Well, speaking of Elon Musk, might as well just jump to this article. Because, he dabbles in that kind of thing. And then he also dabbles in this kind of thing, too, where you have Tesla unveils second generation of its humanoid Optimus Prime robot.
Oh, I missed this one.
The impressive new robot is even more capable than its predecessor, as well as being both faster and lighter. When Elon Musk first revealed that Tesla was developing an affordable, autonomous humanoid robot, it was unclear if the tech billionaire would ever actually be able to deliver on his promise. As it turned out, the robot named Optimus was the real deal. Though when it was first unveiled in 2022, it had slow movements and limited abilities, it made Musk's vision seem quite a long way off. Now, though, however, Tesla's second iteration of Optimus has been revealed, and it's fair to say that the robot is beginning to look like it might just live up to what Musk envisioned 2 years ago. What's more, the progress made in such a short amount of time is genuinely impressive. Optimus Gen 2 is 30% faster, 10 kilograms lighter than its predecessor. Its hands have been upgraded with tactile sensing. All its fingers is sporting an upgraded array of sensors and actuators. As the demonstration shows in the video, which you can catch about Optimus, it still looks as though it has an unfortunate accident when it starts walking around. But that's something that will likely improve over time as well. Musk's ultimate goal is to create a robot that can eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks, ranging from cooking meals in the home to carrying heavy objects in the workplace. While there's still some way to go before we're likely to see robots like this in every household, Optimus Gen 2 is no doubt a step in the right direction. You have 20 seconds to comply. Yeah. Hey, Gen 2, can you make me some eggs and bacon? You have 20 seconds to comply. Do not tell me what to do. Yeah. Remember that day in 2024 when the robots turned against us?
You know what I think about all that.
It's some scary shit there.
Well, you want to hear some other kind of maybe scary shit?
Some scary stuff.
AI death bot being created, which can predict when people will die, and it's supposed to be very shockingly accurate. Delete cookies, reject cookies. AI death bot being built with which predicts when people will die with chilling accuracy. Boffins are building a death bot that can predict when folk will snuff it. The AI crunches information on people's health, education, occupation, income, addresses, and working patterns to accurately forecast when they will pop their clogs. Pop their clogs. I hadn't heard that one. But what about like getting hit by a car or something? I mean, scientists in Denmark say it's right 79% of the time and the most accurate system yet for analyzing human lives. They're training it with data of all 6 million Danes collected from 2008 to 2020. I don't know what Danes are. These like weird words in here.
Great Danes?
Yeah. Soon from the Technical University of Denmark said, we use the model to address to what extent can we predict events in your future based on conditions and events in your past. The researchers took a group of people aged 35 to 65, half of whom died between 2016 and 2020, and fed the system data on them from 2008 to 2016, asking it to predict who would still be alive and who would already be dead by 2020. Random guessing would have produced an accuracy rate of 50%, but the automated system was 78.8% accurate. No previous artificial intelligence models has achieved that. It is far more accurate than the actual life tables. I don't know that word, used by insurers, which only have an accuracy rate of 55.5%, according to the study. The researchers warned further studies would be needed before the model can be used to assess an individual's risk of contracting a disease or other possible preventable life events. The accuracy was measured by testing a group of people where half were known to have died and rest to have survived. The study said mortality is normally challenging to predict for people aged 30 to 60. Jorgensen told the New Science the model should not be used by any insurance company because the whole idea of insurance is that we don't know who will be hit by an unfortunate incident, allowing everyone to share the burden. Yeah, like you don't know if you're going to get hit by a car or lightning. And during the end of that, like word jumble, bot written article, do you know what I've been noticing on the bottom of articles today? They've been saying, like World Press, this article has an extra layer added by AI, like to help with editing. If you see a problem with the edits, contact us at World Press, blah, blah, blah. And they give a link to like complain about these crappy written articles.
Yeah.
And I saw like 4 or 5 of them today with that at the bottom.
You ever heard of a proofreader?
Right.
But that would, that would entail hiring somebody else to do that job that used to do it.
Like when People Magazine had that typo right in the headline, I'm thinking, okay, there's lazy and people skim stuff, but then there's lazy. That's your headline, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend that's her job is she's a proofreader. She reads books and ads and that's what she does. And she's like, yeah, every year it's getting less and less work. Pretty soon my job will be replaced by AI and there will be nobody to proofread what's being written because AI is not perfect.
Nope. Oh yeah, the death clock.
Well, see, the AI death bot is gonna, be connected to the robots that we're all gonna have in our house,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like as Ariana said up there, it's like the AI death bot. It's not going to tell you when you're going to die, but it'll tell your robot, and you'll get up one day and you'll say, "Hey, robot, can you bring the car around?" "I'm sorry, Rob, but I can't do that. Today's your expiration date." And then the robot will just kill you.
And it's another thing that can be tied into social scoring and all that. When they're going to take all these things to judge us on how much money we can take out each day, all these different things. It's like another way to assess us. Like your risk analysis says, that you're a high risk person for like anything. I mean, all of this is just getting way too much for me.
Yep. Yeah, like I was saying, 2 months ago, I went to pay my mortgage payment and, I took cash down there and the bank wouldn't take it. I'm like, I thought they were screwing with me. I'm like, it's a bank. I have mortgage. Here's the money to pay for my house payment. Sorry, we can't take cash. Take a cashier's check, a money order. So I could take my, $1,100 and go to the convenience store and give it to them, and they can give me a little piece of paper, and you can take that. The lady's like, I'm sorry, I didn't make the rules, but if you give us cash, there's no way to track where it came from.
Is that what she said?
That's exactly what she said.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, I never thought I would see
Holy cow.
this kind of shit. And she was kind of agreeing with me. She was like, I didn't make the rules. She's like, I know you're just trying to make your house payment. And I was like stressed because it was the last day I could make it before, it was going to be late. I didn't want it to be late. And
oh my God. Like, I knew that you had this problem, but I didn't know you had that problem.
yeah. Pain in the ass. So it's like, yeah. Now I know. Yeah, I saw a thing yesterday, that said if you go in a business and you see this, there was a sign that says we are now on a cashless system.
Yeah, not even shop with them.
Yeah.
Boycott that stuff.
I mean, it pisses me off enough to go in the grocery store, Walmart, wherever, and there's no cashiers in there. Everything's automated, so I go to Walmart.
It goes off and there's no one to come and reset it.
Yeah, I go to Walmart, and I bring all my shit through there. I bag it all, and then when you're going out, there's somebody standing up there that wants to stop everybody and check their receipt. I just walk through. No, fuck it. Here's my receipt. Yeah. If you don't trust me to do your job, you better get somebody at the fucking cash register, because I don't have time for this bullshit. I gotta say, at Costco though, when you go through there, it's self-checkout, but it's not really self-checkout because there's checkout people there, and man, they don't play. It's like bam, 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 and you're done. You're out. There'll be 20 people in line, and they'll get them all through in 5 minutes.
Really?
They haul butt in there. But when you get to the door, there's always somebody there to check.
To check and stuff.
Funny though, because I've done it 3 times now. I've been in there, and they'll have 2 guys at the checkout side, at the door, the exit door, and they check receipts. And there's an old guy, he'll be on the left, and there's a young kid on the right. The old guy is checking the receipts, and counting, they just they see, whatever it is, 22 items, and they count the items in your cart. They don't look at each item. They just count and count.
Yeah.
The young kid, he doesn't do shit. He just checks your receipt off and
just swipes it and goes.
Yeah, he just hits it with the marker. He don't
honor system.
He's never looked. It's like the old guy's actually doing the job that he's being paid for, and the young kids, whatever, cut through. I don't care.
Yeah.
But on the way out, once you go through the checkout and you're walking to the exit door, there's nothing that you can pick up and put in your cart. There's no crackers or chips or.
Yeah, it's usually that weird wall, that chain type wall.
Yeah. There's some lawnmowers and some big shit that you
maybe
can't.
A tire strapped to the wall.
Yeah, tires or something, but nothing you could just walk by and throw in your cart on the way out. So it's
you're not robbing the hot dog lady.
Yeah, you guys don't trust your own checkout people back there, or what? Just double redundancy here. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have much patience with all that. I did go in Walmart the other night, and it was that day I texted you the other day where I was playing disc golf, and it was kind of chilly, and I just had like one of these shirts on, and I went to Walmart to get some chicken for the dogs, and I got in there and I was freezing. And so I'm like, damn, I need a new sweat jacket anyway, sweatshirt jacket. And I like the kind that have the full zip in them, and they're hard to find. So they had them. They were like $14.95. I just grabbed the thing right off the rack, took it off the hanger, and put it on because I was freezing. And I left the tag on the sleeve just to remind myself not to walk out without paying for it. But I got up to the self-checkout, and I was like, I wonder how many people just walk around, put one of these things on, and wear it out of here and don't check shit out. Well, out there where you live, they do it all the time, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, you steal from Walmart here. They still call the cops, and you get, Mama, I've been arrested.
Because they probably seen you like on the camera, put it on, and then, watch you around the store to see if you.
Yeah.
Like if you did. Okay, this is like back in the day. If you didn't, there'd be like that little skinny guy that runs after you. Excuse me, stop. Excuse me, stop. But I don't even know that they do that anymore. They probably would for me, but.
I told you the story of the guy that stole wine out of the grocery store, didn't I?
Remind me.
He walked out the same time that I walked out, and the alarms went off.
Oh, yeah.
And the little manager dude came running out there, and he's like grabbing him, and the guy's holding on to those big cement posts, that are in front of the doors. He's got his arm around those, and this manager dude weighed like 100 pounds maybe. And I was pissed just because the guy like walked out right when I walked out, like trying to make it look like it was me with the cart.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you need some help, man? And the little kid was struggling. I just went wham and punched the guy right in the throat. He was like, good. Bottle of wine came out of his jacket real quick as he was gasping for air. Little manager kid, I was like, you okay? He's like, you better get out of here, man. That was fucking awesome. Yeah, the old throat punch brought him back to reality.
Throat punch is always a good one. That'll set someone straight real fast.
He saw Jesus real quick. He was gasping for the breath of life. Wow. Got a storm brewing over there. We had a weird, crazy storm that came through here, like some kind of winter time tropical storm, if that makes any damn sense at all. Rained like crazy. The wind was blowing like 40, 50 miles an hour.
It was created to do that.
That's true. They're like, we don't have storms. We don't have tropical storms in the winter. Oh, yes, we do.
Don't get too comfortable. Oh, yeah. I remember when they used to stack beer outside.
Yeah. We used to go around and
leave the trucks open.
We used to go around and collect bottles, and take the bottles, return them to the store, and they'd give us money.
Yeah.
And then they'd stack the bottles up out back. We'd go steal the bottles at night and take them to another store the next day.
That's perfect.
We were such shitheads. But yeah, that's like we would like go collect bottles and go take them to the store. They'd give us cash and we'd have enough money to go to the movies and buy popcorn and whatever, you know. It's when you could go to the movies and buy popcorn and a drink and spend like $3.
Yeah. God. I used to save money on postage, but my friend and I, he's in a band and they'd always be on tour and all that. So we would always write back and forth. But if you take Elmer's glue and put a little tiny thin strip of Elmer's glue over the top of your stamp, you know, when they stamp it over, you get the stamp and you just wipe it off the ink from it and then you peel it and put it on. We could use the same stamp like hell of times before.
Yep.
It was like, who's going to bust out for the new stamp?
Yep.
And then I think they started scanning or doing something like they catch that now.
Yeah.
That would be exciting sometimes, though. You get like a letter, you get something where it's like, oh shit, they didn't even hit the stamp. Free postage.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, I can't believe how cheap things used to be. It's like when McDonald's first came here, like hamburgers were like a quarter or something. It's ridiculous. I mean, it wasn't ridiculous at the time. It's ridiculous thinking how cheap it used to be.
Yeah. Gosh. No, like a family of four can't eat for $20 there. A family of like two people can't eat for $20 there.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, like, you know, sometimes I'll pick Sam and I'll pick her up in the morning and I usually run her by McDonald's and I'll get breakfast for her and Nora. And it's like 2, you know, egg and cheese biscuits and 2 hash browns and a small drink. And it's like 18, almost $20. Like the first time I went through there, I was like, what? What did you ring me up for? I thought biscuits were like 2 for $2. Where you been living, boy? You ain't had no biscuits here for no $1 in like 10 years. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're like $5 at least.
You can tell I don't
Is
eat.
it your turn or my turn?
I think it's mine. China has launched its secretive space plane on another mystery mission. Maybe, you know, didn't they shoot a rocket that crashed into the moon too?
Mm-hmm.
Heard something about that, and then it got brushed.
The rocket body hit, and it showed from the mark that it wasn't just like the part, but there was actually something maybe on top of the nuclear whatever, like a third piece that they lied about.
Who knows what the hell's floating around over our heads? The launch marks the 3rd trip into space for the Chinese reusable experimental spacecraft. Officially part of China's efforts to develop a reusable spaceflight technologies, the space plane, known as CSSHQ, has long remained something of an enigma. In reality, it's likely to perform similar to the role of the X-37B, a secretive space plane originally developed by NASA before being handed over to the U.S. Department of Defense. Yeah. It can all be militarized, right? Which has itself conducted numerous secret missions into space, lasting up to several years at a time. What happened to be in, what's that word? transparent. We want to be transparent about everything, except for
Yeah.
these secret missions into space. As it stands, nobody knows what China's space plan will actually be doing in orbit or how long it will be there, but officially its mission will be to conduct scientific experiments and spy on people. I added that. According to the Xinhua News, to provide technical support for the peaceful use of space. Last year, China's space plan made headlines when the U.S. Space Force's 18th Space Defense Squadron reported that it had unexpectedly changed orbit and had deployed an unknown object.
Mhm.
Some speculated it could have been some sort of monitoring satellite or a test payload, while others believed it was likely to be a service module. What's interesting this time around is that the space plane's third launch has coincided with the unexpected cancellation of the launch of the X-37B. While the official stance is that the launch was canned so that additional system checkouts could be performed, it's not clear exactly what happened or when the new launch date might be. Could it have been postponed to avoid clashing with the launch of China's new space plane? We may never know the truth for sure. Yeah.
That's
Probably
an understatement.
Damn China. China.
Say that again.
China.
That's funny. Well, this man wants to send his DNA to the moon so that aliens can clone him.
Hey, why not, right?
And underneath the little moon picture there, it had said, "Would you want your ashes sent to the moon?" Actually, that would be kind of cool. You know, I always thought, where would I want my, besides the ocean or something, like where would I want my ashes to even go?
Yeah,
The
I mean,
moon would be pretty freaking cool.
I guess so.
Never thought of that.
One of these days, Alice,
One of these days.
right to the moon.
How would you like to be remembered after you are gone? Chances are, being cloned by an alien race and then put on display in a cosmic zoo wasn't the answer you were looking for. Enter Professor Ken Ohm, a physicist who has signed up to be the latest person whose ashes will be flown to the moon by Celestis, a company that specializes in flying human ashes into space. The Texas-based firm's previous clients included Star Trek actor James Doohan, planetary geologist Eugene Shoemaker, and astronaut Gordon Cooper. 82-year-old Ohm, who always wanted to be an astronaut but was denied the opportunity because he was too tall, has signed up to have some that'll break him down to size. Has signed up to have some of his DNA flown to the lunar South Pole. And the reasons for this are twofold. For one, he envisions in the future that his family will be able to gaze up at the moon and think about the fact that he's up there. The second reason is that he wants either advanced future humans or an alien race to eventually use his DNA to create clones of him that could be put on display in zoos all across the cosmos. I've considered the prospect of an intergalactic zoo with a Ken Ohm in a cage. Or, much more frightening, a swarm of thousands of reconstituted Ken Ohms spreading across the universe, he told the New York Times. While his comments are most likely tongue-in-cheek, does raise a question: what would an alien race do if they happen to find a cache of human DNA on the moon? The idea they might try to create a clone is perhaps not as far-fetched as it seems. We are already just straight sending DNA to space.
Yeah.
And, I think that they're collecting their DNA regardless, coming down here and getting DNA. I don't think they really want to search through the dirt
Yeah.
for some ashes, but he's got an imagination.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
I'm going to look that company up, though, that actually does send ashes to the moon. How do you even know that they're really going? It's like everything else. Like, you pay for it. It's like, oh my God, that pilot that got paid all sorts of money to fly ashes across the water for people that wanted it dumped in the ocean. He realized he didn't even have to do it. He just put all the boxes, I don't even know why, into a storage container. Just took the money and never bothered dumping them. And he got caught. And just like box after box, like boxes collapsing into other boxes of ashes just everywhere. So why didn't he just do something with it? Like, why did he leave it in the house?
Could have just dumped them in the backyard,
Yeah, so I don't trust when I'm paying in the ashes. Sometimes I don't even trust when I'm getting an animal cremated that it's even their ashes coming back. I've been like, how do I know they didn't just scoop out the barbecue and be like, here's your $130?
Exactly.
How do I know this is actually my cat?
I got 7 little urns in there, and I always wonder, is that really them?
Yeah.
Or is that just the leftovers from the oyster roast the other night?
Yeah, like, or just like what they do with like, I'm sure they've got a vat of ashes from like euthanized animals. They probably sit there and euthanize and fry them all day long, and have like they just get big scoop out like at Winco and dump it in your bag. It was about 3.5 ounces.
Yep.
Patches. No, but I do have different sizes. I have gotten different size coffins that would kind of fit the size of the cat you would assume, but then again they could just guesstimate that also. Just, this cat would use that. But I always wonder, is this really their ashes?
Yeah. I wonder that about people too.
Exactly.
I was like, is this really my dad?
Now there are people that get to watch the cremations sometimes, and I think there's ways you can control that, but for the most part, Data, are you okay? What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, if you watched it, yeah, that would be one way to sort of make sure, I suppose. At the very least, is it like, like I got the ashes of my stepdad? Is that all my stepdad? Is like Joe Brown's grandmother, is part of her ashes in there too? Did they completely sweep out the crematorium there, or did they leave a little left in there?
Data, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you have to sneeze, or are you having a seizure? What are you doing? Day? Yeah, I always wonder too if stuff could be left behind, like if they didn't get all of like a family member into.
Yeah. Yeah. This one is fisherman trawled up a possible wing of MH370 off the coast of Australia in 2014. An Australian fisherman has come forward to reveal that, and you can probably tell how this is going to end. Anyways, an Australian fisherman has come forward to reveal that he had discovered the wing of a commercial airliner. Exactly what happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 after it took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport on March 8th of 2014 still remains one of the most enduring mysteries in aviation history. Numerous theories have arisen over the years, but by now it seems increasingly likely that the plane and its passengers were flown intentionally to their doom by its pilot for unknown reasons, or from reasons unknown. Locating the wreckage, however, has proven almost impossible, with extensive search efforts conducted over several years failing to locate the whereabouts of the plane. While it's generally believed that MH370 came down somewhere in the Indian Ocean, an intriguing new clue, which may cast doubt on this assumption, has now emerged, courtesy of a retired Australian fisherman, Kit Oliver. Oliver claims, while fishing around 55 kilometers off the southeast coast of South Australia in late 2014, his nets latched onto something very large, and he struggled to bring it to the surface. It was the bloody great wing of a big jet airliner, he told the Sydney Morning Herald. I've questioned myself. I've looked for a way out of this. I wish to Christ I'd never seen the thing, but there it is. It was a jet's wing. His story has also been corroborated by a fellow crew member, George Curry. It was incredibly heavy and awkward, said Curry. It stretched out of the net and ripped it. It was too big to get up on the deck. As soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what it was. It was obviously a wing, or a big part of a wing, from a commercial plane. It was white and obviously not from a military jet or a little plane. In the end, Oliver had to take the decision to cut the nets and let the wing drift back out to sea. When he reported it to the Australian Maritime Safety Authority, he was told that he simply found a Russian cargo crate that had fallen off the ship. His report was never followed up on, and today the AMSA claims to have no record of his call whatsoever. It was from years ago. It's my conclusion, and I've cleared it away and told myself and told my story and cleared my conscience of it, said Oliver. So whether it's believed or acted on is out of my hands. So who knows? Maybe it was the jet's wing. Still begs to ponder the reason that it went down. Was it intentionally? Did the pilot just say, screw it, I'm sick of life and I'm taking out these 300 people with me?
Exactly. Wait, 20 seconds.
I can't pay my rent when I get back home, so I'm just going to do a digger into the ocean, and I'm taking everybody else with me. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe not. Who knows? I guess we'll never know. Will we? Yeah, hopefully Jamie's cat's doing okay there. So anybody have any big Christmas plans for the season? Like I was saying at the beginning, I don't.
This is why I can't drink coffee during the show. I'm telling you. So I have to have Red Bull.
Because it gives you wings.
It does. And I've been trying different energy drinks like Goat and the Prime. Even one, and they all, per 12 ounce, like it's 120 grams of caffeine for a 12 ounce Red Bull. And these other ones are all coming in at 200 now. Even this one called Kimmy K, which I'm thinking, is this like Kim Kardashian energy drink or something? And they all have the same like taurine and ingredients and stuff. I always thought it was the taurine in the Red Bull that gave me that extra kick. So I'm like, there's something that takes me back to Red Bull that's making me addicted. You know, like there's something in it. Then it makes me think about the myths about Red Bull and the bull sperm, you know, that they use bull sperm. That's why it's called Red Bull. And then I'm thinking about this, and I'm watching that Futurama the other night where it was Glurp or whatever, and they're like in the Willy Wonka Glurp factory where they have all the Glurp they can drink. But it turned out it was really a big ass like slug in the back, squirting this glurp out of its ass right into the thing, and they're like pure uncut glurp. I'm like, see, and that's like probably what the stuff is in Red Bull now. It's really starting to trip me out.
Skeet, skeet.
But it's like gone up 65 cents. So it's expensive. And I'm trying not to drink so much of it because it's not good for you. But,
yeah.
you know, trying these other energy drinks. But, yeah, I drank coffee today. And
yeah, I drink coffee and tea. I've been drinking tea at night. And I drink a Red Bull now and again, but I get the sugar-free one.
Well, I drink the Red Bull during our shows. Not every day.
Doesn't have sugar in it, but it's probably got that, what's that? Aspartame shit that gives you brain cancer. It's probably got that in it.
Yeah, that's what takes the grease off people's workbenches.
Stuff gives me a tick.
I usually don't drink coffee this late at night, though, unless it's a show night.
Yeah.
And I drink Red Bulls on Sundays and Wednesdays. But then I have to pee like a mother when I just drink coffee this late.
Hey, tomorrow is Thursday, right? Oh, it is. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I get to go have a, what is it? A heart echogram? Something like that tomorrow.
Oh, good times.
I'm going to take pictures of my heart.
At what time is it?
I think it's at like 1:45 or something. Hope I feel better tomorrow than I felt today.
So that'd be like 10:45 my time.
Yes, ma'am. It surely would.
Because I'll have to light my candle for you. Well, this year, you know, it's Christmas time. And this is something that I never thought was a problem. Christmas sex. Christmas sex can be extra dangerous for men.
Oh, man.
And this is coming from a penis study.
Shit coming and penis in the same sentence.
I did. This article is telling you to be careful if you're feeling festive and frisky. Men are being warned against engaging in energetic Christmas romps, as chances of suffering a painful penile fracture dramatically rise during the holiday week. Scientists studied 3,421 German men between 2005 and 2021 and found that chances of sustaining the painful groin injury, especially among those in middle age, rose significantly between December 24th and December 26th. If every day was like Christmas, 43% more penile fractures would have occurred in Germany from 2005 on. Men aiming to be more exploratory in the bedroom should delay their lovemaking until New Year's Eve, according to the study, as by then there is a significant reduction in the risk of penile fractures, with only 28 cases recorded during the 16-year period. Penile fractures usually occur during wild sex, according to Dr. Nicholas, a urologist. He added the risk of injury increases, especially in positions where you're not in direct eye contact with your partner, such as the reverse cowgirl.
Oh, yeah.
He said the post-Christmas slowdown in friskiness may be due to the fact that Germans more enthusiastically celebrate the week leading up to Santa arriving over ringing in the New Year. New Year's Eve tends to be a bit quieter. Yeah, because they're all nursing their penile injuries. Scientists also found upticks in the rise of fractures on weekends and during the summer holidays. Victims of the injury can usually identify the fracture by hearing an audible crack, followed by, I'm getting lightheaded, followed by pain and losing their erection quickly. Penis
Oh,
also usually looks similar to an eggplant after the injury occurs.
hmm.
I didn't see that in the beginning when I looked at the article. The injury typically requires a hospital stay and surgery in around 25% of cases, and also causes urethral injuries affecting the man's ability to urinate. So this is a real thing, boys. Scientists scientists found the average age of the injury is 42, and 2,605 required surgery from the injury. The average cost of treating the injury in Germany was equivalent to about $2,600. So you don't want to hurt yourself in the groin. You don't want to hurt yourself in the pocket. Save your sex for after the holidays.
Hey, Doc, can you fix my broken wiener? I have to say, you think, you got a boner, right? There's no bones in your
No.
wiener, but yeah, it can happen. I know for a fact.
An audible crack. Oh my God.
I have a friend that has suffered from the broken wiener syndrome.
No.
Exactly doing that. And I never thought until you read the article where you said his dick it could look like an eggplant. Yes, that describes it perfectly.
Like an eggplant.
It was the color of an eggplant because he had to show it to me.
Oh no.
He was in the hospital. And the funniest thing about it was, he's laying there with a swollen black ding-a-ling, and his girlfriend was in the room with him. And it was my friend's mom came in, and it was the first time that she had ever met his girlfriend. And she was like, "Oh, so you're the woman who broke my son's penis."
No.
She said it was a bit awkward.
Day, get back in here.
But yeah, it can definitely happen. Absolutely. Yeah, eggplant, that purpley black color. That's not the color of a normal penis.
But a legit eggplant. Like they use that emoji for that, but like, is that why that became the emoji?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wonder.
My God, just crapped again.
Yeah, that is the stuff of nightmares. Eggplant weenus. Imagine looking down at your stuff and it looks like an eggplant.
I can't imagine the audible crack.
Black
I can't imagine.
Yeah, he said
imagine the audible crack, and I can't imagine any of that situation.
I said, "How did that happen?" And he said, "It's pretty easy, She was bouncing up and down. It came out, and she came down, and I heard it crack." I'm like, damn. I could have gone the rest of my life without hearing that. I never want to hear that crack. But yep. Wiener crack. It's a real thing.
Don't crack your wiener.
Don't crack your wiener for Christmas.
It isn't like different than a nutcracker.
Exactly. That's bad enough. You get a nutcracker and a cracked weenus. Well, man.
TMI.
You just shoot me in the head and get it over with.
I will never look at an eggplant the same way again. I mean, it's hard to look at an eggplant anyways, but now I will never look at an eggplant the same way again.
You want to come over for dinner? We're having eggplant parmesan.
It's one of my favorite things, though.
Yeah.
Eggplant
I like
parmesan.
it. Yep. Yeah, really.
Is it covered by insurance? I would hope so.
Hey, is my broken penis covered under this insurance plan? Excuse, you're broken. What? You broke what?
Or when you're going over your rates with your guy, like, well, I'd like to know, will this cover a broken penis? Like,
Yeah.
why are you asking me this, sir?
Say if my girl's doing a reverse cowgirl and she comes down hard and misses and
And I hear an audible crack,
hear an audible crack.
and my
Am I
junk swells up like an eggplant.
Am I covered for that?
I wonder why Christmas. Why is there more? Oh, because people are thanking them for their gift. Like, ooh, thank you for my expensive gift. Like, why is there more sex during Christmas?
I don't know.
Someone needs to do a study on that.
Hmm.
Like, what makes Christmas like the time? Unless
No.
someone's like trying to, pay
Yeah.
their dues.
Never worked for me. I don't know.
I mean, normally people are tired and bummed out, or like, kind of, I don't know, like Christmas being a frisky time. I mean, baby Jesus' birthday gets you,
Baby Jesus'
gets you
birthday.
horny.
Baby Jesus' birthday makes me horny.
Little baby Jesus makes you, I mean, come on.
Is that a
Birth,
new? Is that a
birth
new
of
hit?
Christ.
Is that a new hit line? At the bar. Hey, you want to come over and try to break my penis? Oh, costumes could be involved.
Oh, could be drunk like New Year's.
Yeah.
Our costumes, they probably could be. You're not taking a double shit. Come on, Day.
Shit, look out.
Man.
Yeah, that's funny. New Year's, man. Do some crazy things on New Year's sometime. Hey, I got married on New Year's. How about that?
I was just going to say, I was actually been meaning to ask you the past few years.
Yep. The past few years, what you did on New Year's.
How that came to be. All right, well, I think it's your turn.
I ain't got no more.
All right, well, how much time we got? You got a Crystal of the Week too?
Yep.
Okay, I think this one's, we have a little video for it. Speaking of like Bezos and all his crazy ideas, and is this like a Stonehenge that he wants for his trillions of people in outer space to be able to like visit when they come down to Earth? Is this like part of his weird dream? Or are they doing nefarious things around this project? Inside the mountain where billionaire Jeff Bezos is building a clock that will last longer than us. What if you could build a clock that would last 10,000 years? A clock that would tick only once a year, bong once a century, and cuckoo once a millennium. A clock that would be a symbol of long-term thinking and a reminder of our responsibility to the future. That is the vision of Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. The clock, which was designed by computer scientist and inventor Danny Hills, is intended to be a wonder of engineering and a work of art. The 10,000-year clock is a mechanical device that uses the Earth's thermal cycles to power itself. It consists of several components, such as a solar synchronizer, a pendulum, a chime generator, and a series of gears and dials. The clock is 500 feet tall and spans the entire height of the mountain. The clock is synchronized with the sun every noon and keeps track of the year, century, and millennium. Some AT&T thing popped up and kicked me out. It also has a time generator. good boy. He's a good boy. You being such a good boy. That will create over 3.5 million. Okay, it has a chime generator that will create over 3.5 million unique bell chime sequences, ensuring that no 2 days will sound the same. The clock also has 5 room-sized anniversary chambers, one for each of the 1st, 10th, 100th, 1000th, and 10,000th year anniversaries. The chambers are sealed spaces for time-related artifacts and messages about humanity's future. The first chamber will contain a model of the solar system, and the others will be left for future generations to fill. Bezos, I almost said Bezos. Bezos is a long-term thinker who believes that humanity has a bright future. He's inspired by the vision of Danny Hillis, who conceived the idea of the 10,000-year clock in 1995 as a way to foster long-term thinking and responsibility. Building a clock that will last for 10,000 years is not an easy task. It requires careful engineering, meticulous craftsmanship, and rigorous testing. The clock must be able to withstand the elements, such as temperature changes, humidity, and dust. But if our Earth is supposed to burn up, like the surface is supposed to burn up like fire, like they were saying, in like the next 5 years, wouldn't his clock burn up? The clock must be simple enough to be maintained by future generations, but complex enough to be interesting and accurate. Work on the clock continues and no completion date has been set. Therefore, it's not yet open to the public. The clock is located on a remote site in the Sierra Diablo range of West Texas, about 150 miles from the nearest airport. According to the Foundation's website, to see the clock, you need to start at dawn. Like any pilgrimage, it will require a day's hike to reach its interior gears. The clock will be free to visit. The number of visitors will be limited to preserve the integrity and mystery of the clock. Some critics argue that the clock is a waste of money and resources that could be better spent on solving the urgent problems of today. Some question the wisdom of imposing a human-made artifact on the natural landscape. Some wonder if the clock will actually inspire long-term thinking or if it will be forgotten and ignored by future generations. It's a remarkable project that aims to create a lasting legacy for humanity. It's not without controversy, and yeah, they wonder if it's going to survive and all this. So, what do you guys think?
I think you probably have too much money if you can afford to build a clock that'll last for 10,000 years inside a mountain that's 500 feet tall. I don't know. I'd take that
money. Doing these chambers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got video.
Oh, yeah, there's a video.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, Buddy's such a good boy. He's feeling better. He's in his toys.
What do you do for a living? Working on this project for Bezos. Oh, what is that? Like with something with Amazon? No, we're building a 500-foot tall clock inside of a mountain for him. What?
So as trillion people in the outer space can come down and visit it when they visit Earth.
Yeah.
He's making his own Stonehenge. I don't know. Exactly, Janice.
How about homeless people, veterans, and animals? Yeah, they can come see the clock too if they want. Yeah.
And when it says it's open to the public and a limited number of people, so how are they going to regulate that? And again, is it only for the elites to visit then? Is it going to turn into, if you have the money, you can see it?
Yeah. we just drove 1,500 miles to see the 500-foot, 10,000-year-old clock. I'm sorry, folks. Clock World's closed today.
Because it's $10,000 a ticket.
Yeah.
Also, you have to be one of us to see it.
One of us. One of us. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'd probably never be in that club.
Mm-mm. I don't want to be in that club.
Me either.
I'm glad I'm not in that club.
Wouldn't mind having the money, but yeah,
I'm curious about what Crystal of the
Let's
week.
share the screen. It's again.
Dalmatian Jasper.
It's going to be a couple of crystals.
Ooh.
Let's roll into that beautiful crystal footage. This week's Crystal of the Week video. More on some crystal remedies. This time we're going to be talking about eye strain and earaches. Earache my eye. Eye strain occurs when you've been doing activities that involve using your eyes intensely for a long period of time without a break, such as using a computer, reading, sewing, driving. It can also occur if you've been straining your eyes in dim light or have been in very bright light. Eye strain can make your eyes feel tired, sore, watery, dry, itchy. You may experience blurred or double vision. You may have a headache, and you might be sensitive to light. You could have a hangover too. Sometimes your back, neck, or shoulders might feel sore and achy too. It can be something caused by underlying eye issues, such as changing in your eyesight or conditions such as dry eye syndrome. Most eye strain is temporary and not serious, but if you experience prolonged or severe symptoms, always get a qualified medical practitioner. Go get your eyes checked. Anyways, some key eye crystals. One is one that we're looking at right here, blue lace agate. You can use the gentle calming energy of blue lace agate. The stone will ease your eye strain by placing it on your third eye chakra and placing it on your forehead. You want to use, nice tumbled smooth stones if you can, and not the raw ones like this one. Another stone that is good for eye strain is emeralds. You can place emeralds on your third eye chakra or around the outside of your head to soothe eye strain and tired eyes. You may also like to make indirect crystal elixir. You can do this with a dab of mixture. Put a dab of mixture between your eyes or above your eyes. Don't put it directly on your eyes. Do I really need to say that? Oh, some other good crystals are amber, amethyst, and charoite for stress. Amethyst for tiredness and fatigue, and amber for pain relief. Some stones that you can use for earaches. Earaches can be caused by buildup of wax in the ear, referred pain from a toothache, perforated eardrum, sore throat or cold, fever. Earaches could also be caused by ear infection or even the flu. You don't want to shove cotton in your ears, so you can use some crystals to help alleviate your earaches even. A good one is celestite. Place celestite on or near the ear, as its cleansing energies may help to ease the discomfort of an earache and encourage the dissipation of any toxins or infections. Another good crystal is blue chalcedony. Chalcedony, I don't know. Say it how you want. Place some blue chalcedony stone near the source of pain or hold it in the palm of your hand. This cleansing and balancing may help to ease some discomfort. And thirdly, rhodonite. Wear rhodonite crystal earrings, and they will gently ease earaches caused by blocked ears. Rhodonite is also said to help fine-tune your hearing. Some other crystals that work good for your ears and general earaches and stuff like that is Sardonyx appetite for toothache-related headaches, moss agate for earaches due to colds or flu, and clear quartz to amplify the benefits of any of these other crystals. Also, you can use it to hold while other crystals are placed and are near the ears as well. Additional therapies alongside treatments prescribed by medical practitioners and stuff like that. Placing a warm flannel on your ear could also help relieve some discomfort along with using the crystals. If you have a fever and an earache, you may benefit from cooling the flannel instead of heating it. A few drops of olive oil can be used to soften hard earwax. Some people suggest specifically designed hoppy ear candles. You ever do candles in your ear? Those can help along with the crystals as well. I'm more of just the crystal kind of person. So there you go. A couple of short crystal remedies, one for earaches, one for eye strain. There you go. That's this week's Crystal of the Week.
Love it. And I've got lots of chalcedony from when I used to go mining. This one was just like clear chalcedony.
Yeah.
But I love it. When it's polished, it looks almost kind of like beach glass.
Yeah.
I don't know about that candling. Like, I tried that before. It's weird. And I always hear like people not have good experiences with that when it comes to candling. And then, I mean, doctors will always like Western medicine will clash with Eastern, but I always hear it's really not good for your ears.
I've used it when I had water in my ears before, and it helped. But
did it?
But yeah, I don't know. Well, cool. All right. Yeah, hopefully everybody has a good Christmas. What is that? Calcite?
Celestite.
Celestite.
Like real.
Yeah.
Hope everybody has safe and happy holidays and spend time with the people you love.
Yeah, setting your hair on fire wouldn't be a good thing, Debbie.
No, it would not.
No. Who was that? Richard Pryor? Caught his hair on fire? Freebasing? I caught my head on fire.
Yes.
I was going to get me a cold pop. And I said, somebody barbecuing.
No.
Ain't got time for that. I got bronchitis. All right. Yeah, Michael Jackson too. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Making one of them Pepsi ads. Got his hair on fire. Damn.
I forgot about that.
Yep. We.
Ow.
Oh, man. Yeah. Your hair on fire. Never a good day when your hair's on fire. I burnt the hell out of my hair on my arm yesterday. Got a big bald patch on my arm right now. Had my torch going. I'm torching some metal, and I just like had these little knits on them. I wear these polyester shirts, and I had some strings coming out, and it just hit them with the torch real quick, and it melts them away. And for some reason, I moved the torch across my arm, and it was like, whoosh, and then that burnt hair smell. I'm like, oh, that was pretty stupid.
I always do that lighting in the wind when I go just, do my thing at night.
Yep.
I guess it's like this side. But half of this, yeah, it's always half of this. And my eyelash, it always goes up right here. Starts to grow all back out. I smell it. It's like I smell like, oh no, my eyelashes smell like, feels like little brush bristles. Yeah. One time I was lighting, I was like, using a lot of Aquanet. I'm not going to say how old I was,
Mm-hmm.
but lighting a cigarette on the stove.
Poof.
My friend grabbed me, stuck my head in her sink of dirty ass, nasty water.
Nice. I'll take famous black men who cut themselves on fire for 500, Alex. Yep. Well, there you go. There you have it. Let's try not to light ourselves on fire for Christmas or our hair or anything else.
Or anything.
Anything. If you're gonna fry a turkey, just make sure don't shove it in the hot grease all at once and overflow.
Do it outside.
Big giant turkey fire.
Do it outside.
Yep. I don't even have a turkey yet. I mean, I might go buy one. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. You know what I'm saying? Now that would be a good category.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hopefully y'all have a good Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, and Yuletide. What's the other ones? Solstice, winter solstice, all that stuff. All grouped in.
Christmas presents.
Got your cat's Christmas presents?
Mm-hmm. I got them with stocking full of presents.
Oh, nice. Let me get my dogs anything this year. Still got a few days though, so we'll see.
You gotta get on Christmas.
Yeah.
All right.
All righty. I have 2 wieners. I have 2 wieners and a small child's brain. I'm easily amused. All right, I've closed out all my windows, including the dictionary. So now we can officially say bye-bye. Like I said, if you're a Patreon, send me your address, and you have a package coming that will include some of these nifty new Weird Wednesday stickers and some other very cool items made by that girl right there and a couple men.
That girl right there.
Some crazy idiot kebab. All right. Y'all have a good one. See you. I guess we're going to do one more show before.
We will have one before New Year's.
Yep. All right. Talk to you then. Bye-bye. Well, is it going to work? Is it not? Oh, the dictionary.